Alright, today we're going to try something new, unique, and different. Certainly something that I've never tried before. It is testing out a Hobbytrain train. Never had this brand before. This is the first one, so let's take a look. Right off the bat, the boxes are kind of weird. It's just this like plastic cardboard casing, and then a case like this, which, you know, Kato and Tomix, they got the leg up on the casing, but that doesn't really matter. It's all about the train itself. So this is part of a large purchase I did. I got this one as well. This is that new Fleischmann that I did last time. This came from the DM Toys, an awesome N-scale hobby dealer way over in Germany. Can you tell I got this from Germany? Look how, I've never seen a more German train in my life. They literally have the country on the train, as well as all this German text that I can't read because I don't speak German, but it looks awesome regardless. There was a deal going on for this guy. Thought I'd pull the trigger. Like I said, it's a Hobbytrain. Never had a Hobbytrain before, so I hope it works pretty good. Don't really know the history about it either. The brand itself, I mean. It's got these Rapido connectors, which is what I prefer personally. Although I do like the Kato ones too. Those knuckle couplers always give me trouble. If you saw my latest Broadway Limited video and purchase, it did not go well. But this thing is awesome. It's a good, cool blue color. Pantographs on the top. Like I said, lots of little detail in here. Lots of German text. But I like it. I like the look for sure. The big question on everyone's mind is how well does this work? Because I've never had a Hobbytrain before. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna get it on the track and run it around with probably a nice German passenger rail train. Looking at the paperwork inside, you get this nice little schematic of how it all comes together. I've never seen anything this detailed before, so that's really cool. I always like seeing the blown apart, you know, design. Even though Hobbytrain is in English, there is nothing else English on any of this text. It's all German. So I don't know what that's about. It does say Hobbytrain by Lenke, which I think is another like modeler, although I don't know too much about it. I just like looking at this. This is cool. This is cool to see, so I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did this. This is nice. I do believe that this one is DCC ready, although it's not. I don't have DCC, so it doesn't matter to me. It should run on DC, so we'll give it a go here. Hopefully it works better than that other blue Fleischmann one, a very similar look electric car, because these Rapido connectors don't swing as far on that one, and it kind of derails. This one, we'll see. It feels like it's gonna catch these little bumpers, like the other one kind of does. So I don't know. We'll get on the track and run it around, and let's see how this actually works. I'm excited. All right, loaded it up here. Thought I'd put it right in front of that Chitty Chitty Bang Bang Castle, which is in Bulgaria. I don't know if it's in Germany or not, but it sure sounds like it should be. Got some Fleischmann coach cars lined up behind it. These are some of my favorite ones, so you know they're all good in German, as well as that German Fleischmann running around behind me too on the other loop. But for right now, we're gonna take a look at this guy for sure, and hopefully it runs smoothly and quietly, which is what I like. Just like that Fleischmann, you can't hear it at all. No motor noise. All you do here is that clickety-clack of the rails, or the wheels, running on down the line there. So that's what you want. That's what I hope happens here. Huge pantograph on top. You can see how tall it gets. No way there's that fitting through my tunnel, so I gotta set that down. If I can figure out how to click it in. Oh, okay, so that doesn't go down very easily. Let me fiddle with that. All right, all snug and secure. It was a bit of a struggle to get it in there. There's these little clips And when I was first taking it off, it was kind of hard too. Not as hard as that other one, the Broadway Limited I recently did, but this one, you have to like pull it towards you and then it will pop up, and then putting it back down was a little bit of a trick because it's like those clips didn't want to clip in there, but I eventually got it, so no big deal. All right, moment of truth. How well does this sucker run? How well does a Hobbytrain work? This is my first impression, like I said. So let me line up the camera and let's let her roll. All right, she's warming up. And you can tell it's like picking up speed very slowly. And I might get it set to way too high right now. There's definitely a whine. Nice to see those front lights. That's cool. It's good luck. Those blue coach cars does the trick. So we're running it right here, right now, and you can tell it's moving pretty good, but there's definitely like a whine to the engine, but it's almost like a really cool electric whine that like electric engines would make. So I kind of like it, I kind of don't, because it is a little noisy. Let me slow it down a little. See if that helps. Oh yeah, you don't hear anything now. Very nice. The Germans together. Like it was meant to be. Okay, I'm a fan. This actually works pretty good at slow speeds, which is what I'm gonna normally run at, because I like watching my TVs while I run it around. Always something on. And you don't want a loud, super noisy engine to get in the way of whatever it is you're watching. So, this works pretty good out of the box. I'll have to play around with it more to see how much I do like it. Eventually do a full review, but it works pretty good. Like, this is a nice slow speed. It seems to be pretty powerful. Took that hill with ease. There's still a little bit of a noise now that I think about it or hear it, but it's not like distracting by any stretch. So that's really good. And it kind of stopped right when it crossed over. So that tells me the power isn't high enough. Let me fix that. Come out of the tunnel. Yeah, when that cross box switches over, it actually, is two different power sources. Well, it doesn't cross the power over, so when it crosses over, some engines have a bit of a different reaction to it. Apparently this one was set so low that it didn't have enough power to go very well on the other side. So you have to increase the power in order to have it even out a little more. So good to note, this is probably as slow as it will probably be able to go. Noting that, because by the time it like loops around back to where it was on the other side again, it will be going a little faster because the power's up. But, I can't complain too much. This is pretty good. It's definitely a good look. And this is coming up on one loop, so it didn't throw its coach cars, so that must mean it works better than that other Fleischmann I have. Cool. So not much wheel action, but it does look fantastic in motion, I would say. It's just pretty good all around, actually. So I'm pretty happy with this Hobbytrain purchase. Really, the only complaint is that engine noise. All right, ending in front of the big German train. We'll let it go around that corner and off into the sunset. A full review will be coming at some point, who knows when, because I haven't been into those very much lately. But more unboxings to come, so stay tuned for what else has been purchased here. And you can already tell it's been picking up power as it gets closer to the power box. So that's interesting, because I don't think another engine has that much of a differential speed the farther and closer it gets to the power. Like, look how fast it's going. Your power connector is right around the corner there, right under that, right there. So that's as fast as it will go at this speed, and you saw how slow it went over in the other corner, which would be the farthest away from the power source. So very interesting for sure. We're gonna end it there. One more peek at that Fleischmann coming by, which is like my new favorite. It's so great. This is definitely better than the one I just did, but it also costs like twice as much, so it better be. All right, I'm gonna end it there. You know, stay tuned for more trains. There's always something fun running around over here.